Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Every time I do my intros, I always say, I know I've been gone for a while, and I literally have been, but I was inspired today to film. I posted a look a couple of weeks ago, I believe around February 11th on my Instagram, being inspired by the Alexa Paletti video that uploaded where she had a nice black smoky eye into a nice pink purple kind of thing, and I was really inspired to try doing something very similar to that, so that's what I did. Not only that, I feel like I'm channeling my inner vampy self, inner darker side, just watching all of these amazing makeup artists like Alexa Paletti with her Pastel Goth video, and then having Alexa Paletti, and then knowing Sierra, who is a Denver makeup artist here, watching her videos, or not videos, watching her stuff that she posts, her Instagram photos, her Snapchats, and just being inspired. So I decided to step 100% away from my comfort zone today and do this look, and I am in love with how it turned out. It looked a little bit weird before I had all my foundation on and everything, but it came together so well. In this video, I used a lot of I used a lot of products that I've recently purchased or that I haven't tried on camera for you guys. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go ahead and jump into today's video, and I will see everybody in my next video. Bye! Alright, so for today's video, I actually want to use a couple of items that I haven't used before on camera. Now, some of these items I recently purchased at the drugstore or just purchased, and some of them I've had in my stash for a while. So I really want to use these items in my video to create the look. The look that I'm actually going to be doing is one of the looks that I posted on my Instagram a few weeks back, and it was all black smoky eye, but with a hint of green or a hint of blue popping out. So I want to try that. I think today the color that I'm going to use is actually going to be the green color, because I promised that I was going to go film one, and then just life happened. Life always happens. Today's eye look is going to be extremely bold. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to pull back my hair, and I'm going to wait to do my face makeup last, because with the colors that I'm going to be using, they are pretty dark and there are a lot of fallouts with it. So now that my hair is pulled out of my face, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. If everything looks a little bit different, it's because I recently got a new lens for my camera, so I'm able to zoom in a lot closer. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in, so that way you guys can see up close and personal what I'm doing. Alright, and now that you guys are all zoomed in, I'm really loving how this whole blurred background is looking. It's looking so professional, so professional. So I'm going to go ahead and start prepping my eyes. Today I'm going to use some color correctors to help color correct the discoloration I have here on my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and use one of the new Wet n Wild Mega Cushion color correctors, and this is in the color yellow, which corrects dullness and brightens and corrects dullness. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on my eye. I'm just going to dip my finger in here and apply this onto my eyelids to help color correct it. Oh, that's really like pigmented. I'm not afraid. There we go. That's better. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend that in. Today for my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be trying this Essence eyeshadow primer, eyeshadow base. So yeah, we're gonna try it out and see how well it works. Really, in my opinion, it looks really orange. Going into my Kat Von D Matte Metal Palette, I'm actually going to take the color Suede, which is this color right here. And I'm going to pop that into my crease area. What this is going to do is it's going to help the other colors that I use blend easily. I'm not taking a lot because these colors are really pigmented, so I'm just dabbing my brush lightly in and brushing that down. This will also help to make sure that that my eyeshadow is not sticking to any sticky patches of my eyeshadow primer. I'm going to go ahead and go into the Pastel Goth palette right here. There we go. This green color right here called Gloom. And I'm going to go ahead and blend that into my crease area. Now for the fun part, we're going to go into the Matte Metals palette. And we're actually going to be taking this color right here called Moss, which is this nice forest green color. And we're going to go ahead and blend that into my crease. This time I'm not going to be taking this green as high as I did with the first green. I'm going to keep it centered more towards the crease of my eye. So then I'm going to take a clean blending brush and I'm going to blend these two eyeshadows together. Alright, so now this is where we start adding in the black. So today the gel liner that I'm actually going to be using is the Wet n Wild gel liner. I'm trying to use this gel liner up. It's pretty dried out, which is really sad. But another good drugstore gel liner that I used is the Maybelline Eye Studio liner, and that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start filling in my eyelid space. I'm not going to take this color all the way up into the crease because I am going to be blending out the eyeliner. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take a matte black color. So I'm just going to go into the Matte Metals palette and I'm going to take this color right here called Jet. Then I'm going to take a clean blending brush, a smaller, denser blending brush, and I'm going to blend that jet color into my crease. Black is a very, 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 very hard color to blend. To help with that, I have another trick up my sleeve. So I'm actually going to go in to the color Stone from the palette, which is this color right here, right next to Moss. It's like a gray color, and I'm actually going to use that to help me blend into the green. And then I'm just going to start layering again. So I'm going to do the Stone, and then I'm going to do Moss, and then I'm going to do Gloom. With a bigger shader brush, I'm going to go in with Jet. So now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and clean up part of my face. I'm going to wipe off the excess. Alright, so here what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning up the sides to make it more cat-eye. Now we're going to go work on the rest of my face. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Illuminating Matte Primer. When I saw this at the drugstore, I was like, it's illuminating mattifying powder or primer, which is weird because when you think of illuminating primer, you think of something that is very hydrating, very dewy. And then when you think of something that is matte, you think of something that is like matte drying. So it's really weird to see how this is going to I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let that set into my face. While I'm doing that, I'm actually going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows, but since that takes forever and a day, I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera today. Something that I realized that I forgot to do while I was filling in my eyebrows was actually put my highlight from my upper lash, or from my brow bone highlight. So I'm actually going to go back into my Kat Von D eyeshadow palette, and then I'm going to be using Suede again because, wait, here it is, Suede right here, because I like how it looks when you have a skin tone highlighter versus having a white matte highlighter. I just feel like it looks different and I'm not a huge fan. Alright, I think I was out of focus for a hot second. Okay, so I'm going to be using a new foundation. This I recently bought at Ulta. I actually had to get it online on their website because the colors that I am in, they don't sell it in stores. So I really wanted to try out this foundation because everywhere I've been seeing on like Instagram and YouTube, I've been seeing people using this foundation and I'm like, what is all the fuss about this foundation? So I picked up 2 shades because I didn't know which shade matched perfectly well to me. The shades that I picked up was, it's on the box, medium olive, and then I picked up classic tan. I'm just going to mix classic tan and medium tan. On the directions it says to shake it. I'm going to see how it works with a makeup sponge that's dirty. Like that. It actually blends in pretty well. But I know this is going to sound weird, but I don't know where my concealer is. So. To set my under eye area, I'm going to be using the Cocoa Contour Palette from Too Faced, which I picked up at a Sephora haul recently. I'm going to use one of my new BH Cosmetics bronzers, and I'm going to use Tropical or Totally Tan. Right here. Like I've been using it a lot off camera. But I love it. I'm going to go ahead and start bronzing up my face. So since my eye is really And back to my contour palette, and I'm going to take a mixture of medium mocha and deep mocha. Now, before I finish up with my face, I'm going to go back into my eyes. And I know I keep like skipping around what I do with my eyes. I'm going to go in with this gel liner from ColourPop. This is actually in the color Fast Lane. You can use the gel liner, or I have an actual pot liner from them as well called Workout, which is a nice forest green as well. But I actually want to do this look today. I want to try using the pencil gel liner. Palette, I'm going to take Gloom again and blend that out. Alright, we're going to use this brush, this like flat smudger brush from e.l.f. And I'm actually going to go in with the moss color closest to my lash line. Again, doing a gradient effect. Alright, and then I'm taking a jet and I'm working that on the outer portion. Alright, and now for mascara. I forgot to say, this mascara is the the Rimmel Scandaleyes Retro Glam. Now, you could put false lashes on, but I don't know where my lash glue is at, so I'm not putting false lashes. But false lashes would definitely intensify the look, bring the look up a little bit more, amplify it. Alright, now let's go in and finish up my face. So today I'm going to be using this flower blush. This is called Peach Promise. So now for highlighter, I have to figure out which highlighter I want to use. I can either use one of these colors from the Kat Von D Alchemist palette, or I can use one of these highlighters here from Wet n Wild that I just picked up. There are the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Precious Petals and Crown of My Canopy. I think I'm going to use Precious Petals because it's lighter. And I'm thinking I want to go in with a lighter color on top of that. So, I mean with the emerald green on top of that to see how that looks. When you realize you haven't started filming. So I'm actually using my lip liner in Bullshit. I know that I said I was going to go in with a nude lip color, but this wouldn't be the look that I came up with a couple weeks ago if I didn't stick true to the colors. So I am going to go in with this black lipstick. Not a huge fan of it, but it's the only black lipstick that I had. Actually, in the picture, I used gel liner on my lips in the picture, but because I figured I didn't have a black lipstick, but I was looking today and I found this one. This one is the Wet n Wild Fergie collection, and this is in the color Pagan Angel. Alright, So I zoomed you guys out a little bit to take a look at my full face. What do you guys think? Yeah, that is today's look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I enjoyed doing it. I love this whole color scheme going on. I love the green. But then again, I love mixing in other colors, blue and purple. Maybe I should try like a pink one. I don't know. It's just like there's just so much endless possibilities that you can create with a black smoky eye. A crazy color like I did. So yay! I really like how this turned out. I'm so excited, and I'm loving how the video footage quality looks on my screen right now. So I'm hoping when I go edit this video, it looks exactly the same. Can't wait to get this posted for you guys tonight, tomorrow. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will see everybody in my next video. Bye!